Okay, well, what I'm going to do is start listing this authentic Edo period samurai armor stuff I have. I've got a few things over there too. I got up really early today and went to this auction house and I sold a few things today, thanks guys. I'll sort that Taiko-y thing out in a minute and do something about that, and the Biwa, I'm going to get onto that. Need the space. I had a whole bunch of stuff here, and so I'll need the space. Got to sort this out. Those of you that checked out one of my recent videos last night-ish, I found these. Well, not found them, I refound them. Yeah, was just going through a whole bunch of boxes when we first moved in here, as I explained with that, my mate, he decided to have a heater here and feed up and spend his Sunday there. It's Monday night now. I've been here every night. It's basically consumed me. I just work all the time. But anyways, I went to that auction house today, and I didn't mention, see this bell I listed just the other night. I didn't mention this bell because I didn't know if I owned this bell. Now, what happened was, if any of you guys have checked out some recent videos when I went to this auction house via train, just to scope it out, reconnaissance mission, had a fantastic time. Actually, that night, I found that bell, and the next day, see, they were just setting up a few things. The next day, some guys, brought in all their gear and all that stuff, and then there was loads of stuff. And so, I, lo and behold, found this one too. Now, I was on foot, and so I said to a friend of mine, I said, oi. We went and talked about, that bell there, I'm well keen on it, but I can't carry both, I'm on foot. And this was after, actually, I purchased that. This idiot here thinking I could carry that, and that, and that, and a can of beer in one hand sort of thing. Just nothing doing. So he said, I'll take that, and I'll, just when I see you next time, I'll see you. And I saw him today, and in fact I said, this is my highest bid. I pulled out a bunch of cash, and I said, alright, this is my highest bid. Go up to that, whatever it is, and they'll give you an extra 5,000 yen, which equates to about $50. And I go to hand him some money, and he goes, no, don't worry about it, we'll sort it out some other time, I've got cash on me. And, okay, so I saw him today, and I roll up at the auction, I'm thinking, I wonder if he's got it, and comes over to me, and I got it, and so he has an antique shop down the road from this particular place, and so we go there, sort it all out, and I paid a lot for it, it's true, but when I went to hand him the extra, like $50, 5,000, he's going, no, don't worry about it. And in fact, I'm like, right, sure, and he's like, yeah, all I did was put my hand up, pick it up, and put it on the truck. And he's like, no worries. And he actually saw today that I purchased this. Now, this really cool thing here is, that's hana, like flower. This is a teacher of Ikebana, and he noticed that I bought this, and in fact he went and rummaged around in his shop, and he comes back with this a while later. He says, you can have that. And actually I said to him, what do you want for it? And he says, just take it. So I had to buy that, but I got that for free, and I've had this for a while now. I bought this at a friend's, his antique shop, in fact. And this was actually used at a tea house ages ago. It's really old. And prior to that, this is actually something to do with a kimono shop, or kimono, the makers of kimono. So this is really old. So I figured, I was going to send it to my shop in Australia. I figured, they won't really maybe not appreciate it, not really know it, because I don't really know it. And so I figured, I found something to do. I'm going to put this and this and this together, because I picked up this just the other day. And this is bamboo with, this is ikebana, with copper piece in there for flower arranging. So I'm going to stick those together as a listing. So someone out there is going to seriously appreciate this, because these are real deal, like real deal antiques, and they belong to those in whom would really appreciate them. A lot of people walk past and wouldn't, and I sort of look at them and go, wow, they're good, but someone's going to be like, I want that. So, that bell, beautiful, no cracks, perfect sound. That one has got a bit of hairline cracking, as I mentioned. Right, okay, you guys want me to get back onto the samurai armor, right? Check this out. Now, separate listing. What I'll do is I'll put these Haidate together. This one's really good. This is real deal Edo period stuff, 1603 to 1868. In likelihood, this is 1600s something. And yeah, I was just going through boxes. My mate was over there, and I moved that wicker chair from here and said, "Oi, why don't you, instead of sitting on this, lounge on that if you're going to spend your Sunday doing nothing?" And so I moved a bunch of boxes and a bunch over there. I figured whatever's. And then it turns out, I opened this box and I'm like, this apparition, lo and behold. Like, I haven't seen these things for years. So, wow. What I'm going to do, single listing, and right, separate, and I'll put these two together. Now, this one's awesome. I'll go over it a bit later. This one, the iron ore part and all that's really great, and the lower sections are good. It's just the upper sections have, they've frayed quite considerably, but that one's good. Right, get on to that soon. Now, these two have the same family crest in there, and there, but there's differences here and here. So this might have something to do with the same family, or a position in that family, or a son, or who knows. But this is high level stuff. Right, like way back in the day. This is beautiful stuff. Now you'll find that very rarely will there be, this is Beko, the connectors here, and look at that. Often they're gone, missing threads or had it, stuff like that. And back here also intact, suitably intact indeed. Right, and here, which is really rare, check this out, intact are these. Alright, I set up this, even here, see? Here and here. Here. And here. And here and here. That, it's so rare to have something so old, and yet, because there's serious age, I'm talking some serious age here, and have things to be intact. I just jerry rigged this thing up, this lighting thing, so I could get I figured I might get some better lighting here than over there for close-up stuff. And right, let's go over this. I took some pictures. You'll see these are absolutely superb. Absolutely superb. Let me turn them over. Now this stuff has been to war. The samurai wore this stuff. This is real deal. There we go. And I've had armor over the years. In fact, I saw a guy just the other day, not the other day, maybe 2 weeks ago now. What was it? 2 weeks ago. Oh, I've been to so many different auctions, so many different auction houses. I bought I have a listing up right now of this awesome Jingasa right there, and that Yazutsu, this Kabutori, and I'm happy to keep that actually, but it's up on a listing. Got that going on right now. Where this high class auction where I bought that Tansu there, and that Goban, and a few of those other things and stuff like that. This bloke, these guys went and battled over a helmet there, and I didn't think much of the helmet. I knew it was beautiful design, and if it was in its day, it would have been great. But the backing pieces, the plates, were missing. And this bloke, they eventually went up to Rokujuman, which equates to $6,000. I'm talking some of the stuff at this auction house. These blokes lay down 10 grand just like that. I'd be broke in 5 minutes. I've seen some pretty amazing stuff over the years, I can tell you. Now, considering I did get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm well juiced up on this disgusting, my mate got some of this for me the other night, and even though I don't really like the taste of it, I wouldn't be surprised if, ugh, it was freezing, if it's full of amphetamines or something. Not that I'm a drug addict, not that I even know, but whoa, I'm buzzing and excited about this. Now, you'll find here, as with this one, I'll get onto it. See these, that's all same. Now here, this has been worn over time, and generally, if they're going to put another piece in here, as with here, it would be done all fine and beautifully, as to the perfection of what they do. But I'm just feeling it, that this was done on the field. This was done on battlefield stuff, because it's done roughly. It's roughly sewn together and gone back into service. This has been a war. The samurai have worn this stuff. Yeah. I think that these deserve to be placed in a cabinet or something, glass cabinet, and kept for posterity, for the reasons of posterity. Okay, that's that. Now, I have taken some pictures. That's that. That's those koto right there. Now, let's have a look at these ones right here. Also, you'll find, as with those, this particular listing here, it's basically the same, other than these plates, and that's heavier than these, because they're using a lighter, whether they preferred it, whatever's, a lighter meshing in there, as to what you find with this material. This is the real deal samurai material stuff. In fact, I had a roll of that from the Edo period years ago, and I sold bits and pieces to people that needed a bit here and there. Imagine if I still had a bit. But anyways, right, so these ones you'll find also, that's Beckel, tortoise shell, the fittings. Sometimes they're bone, sometimes wood, sometimes Beckel, this and that. And there you are, beautiful condition. And there you are back here also. They are attached, and it's just gorgeous. Okay, now just turn that over. Now you find, which I don't recall if I mentioned, yeah, these fittings too, for the fingers and thumb. There you are, they're there, and also here they're there. I would say that's far more newer than what, that's been redone, repaired, because that's where they wear out so often, that they're just not even there. So that's it's really good to see they've been looked after and made well. Okay, that's that. Now what I'll do is I'll go and get these. Adapter lap protectors. Haven't done photos of these yet. But what I will do is I'll put these together. And this is the good one here. Lacings there. There you are. And these are the real deal also. Look at that. Beautiful. It's just beautiful. I put that up on a 7-day listing. The button's gone there. Don't know what that's made out of. But, that's the real deal. That would have been a lot longer in its day, but that was still long enough for that to wrap around and attach if you're going to place it with a set. Let's see now. In fact, that reminds me, while I'm at this all this babble, this is just off the cuff stuff. I've got right, that's, beautiful antique material there. Real deal stuff. I think I sold some armour years ago, and I've still got some stands, and actually I put G2 in there for the general number 2. Now I shaped them, I cut them to form for a particular, and I use that for the string for the mempole. Tap those nails in there, and you can raise and lower that with that thingy there, and pop that in there for the doll. And I've got another one down here somewhere, 2. Yep, there you go. That's G3. That's general number 3 and general number 1. So I should sell those at some stage, because they're pretty hard to get hold of. But I had to modify like that one, and might have made a few mods here, a bit there, cutaways in here, stuff like that, for the Mempo strings and Humpo strings and what have yous. And that reminds me of this coffee last night. I was buzzing off my brain. I was trying to get to sleep, and I was thinking about these, and got me to thinking about the movies, like The Last Samurai, and that crap that was done by Keanu Reeves at was it 47 Ronin. I mean, they did all this mystical bullshit, and I was thinking, what would I do? I love The Last Samurai. What would I do if I was going to make a film, This will help me to get to sleep, to actually start thinking. And I thunked that, wouldn't it be cool, right? There's a whole bunch of samurai. Right, check this out. Hollywood these days, all superheroes and movies, and they've run out of superheroes and all cartoons and this, that, and the others. It's like a whole bunch of samurai. They're in one of those old school samurai ships, but they're not really ships. They're sort of not ocean going kind of ships, but more sea going kind of ships. And they're off. They're all kitted out, fully kitted for battle. And they're off to go and attack some other daimyo dude. And then there's this huge typhoon, which is not too far-fetched. And this typhoon takes them so far away, and back in those days they didn't have all the navigation skills for the whole global thing, right? So they're lost, like seriously lost. And they spend years like an Odysseus kind of, the Odyssey kind of thing, trying to find their way back to Japan, you see, their country. And on the way they end up ashore, finding all kinds of exotic fruits and getting attacked by Zulu warriors and I don't know, bloody Vikings or whatever, and knights, and maybe wouldn't all work together in the historically sense, or whatever. You get to write that. Maybe I should write that. Maybe someone should write this and make $1 billion out of it. But anyways, and eventually, you know, they're doing this for years, and I've got came up with a few endings, and then I fell asleep. Anyways, I love what I do. Right, so there'll be the one listen there. And I will also include this one here with this particular hideout there here. And I'll get some pictures of that right now. And then I can start packing some things. Send them off on the morrow. And if I have time, actually I might just do this tonight and then get some listings of this stuff done tomorrow. I'm going to list that really cool bell. Right, that belongs with that. I think it was, yeah. I'm going to list that and that and that and that and maybe this. I'm going to get around to doing something about this at some stage. This is way cool. I'm sure whomever is keen on these. This is just a replica, but it's just cool. I've been meaning to get around to doing something with this. You get the fire going. Getting around doing something with this for a while. Sort that in a sec. Right, I'm going to shut up now and sort that out.